Imagine two people. Both make $72,000 a year. Both live in the same city. 10 years pass. One is worth $250,000. The other has $1,800 in the bank and $7,400 in credit card debt. Same income, same decade, wildly different ending. The difference isn't their salary. It isn't their job title. It isn't even the economy. The difference is 9 quiet, almost invisible mistakes. Mistakes so common that most people make at least 3 of them without realizing. Today, we're going to walk through all 9, not as a list, as a story, the story of one person who made them, and the system that made them easy to make. Here's the question that should bother you. If Americans today earn more, on average, than at any point in history, why is the typical household saving less than they did in the 1970s? By the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the U.S. personal saving rate averaged 4.6% in 2024, down from 11.7% in the 1960s and 70s. BEA personal saving rate. Fred Savert, Federal Reserve Economic Data. Fred. And why? When the Federal Reserve asks households whether they could cover a $400 emergency, do millions still say no? The gap between what we earn and what we keep is not a mystery. It's a mechanism, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. The protagonist, let's call him Marcus. Marcus is 25, first real job, salary $52,000 a year. He rents a 1-bedroom apartment. He drives a used Honda Civic. He goes out with friends on Friday. He buys a new phone every 2 years. He is, by every reasonable standard, doing fine. Then a raise. Then another. By 30, Marcus is making $78,000. By 32, he's clearing low 6 figures. He's not buying anything crazy, just better. A nicer apartment, a nicer car, brunch on Sundays, the new iPhone every year now. By 35, Marcus earns more money than his parents ever did in his childhood home. By 35, Marcus has $1,800 in savings. How? That's the question this video answers. And the answer has 9 specific doors. The invisible system here's the conflict. The modern financial system is not designed to make Marcus rich. It is designed to extract from Marcus, gently, politely, automatically. A subscription here, a balance there, a fee skimmed from a retirement account Marcus never really inspects. A lifestyle upgrade that felt earned. None of it feels like a mistake in the moment. None of it registers as danger. That's what makes it so effective. The mistake isn't the big thing. It's the absence of the small, deliberate thing. The Federal Reserve's 2024 survey of household economics and decision-making found that only 55% of U.S. adults said they had set aside enough emergency savings to cover 3 months of expenses. Report on the economic well-being of U.S. households in 2024, Federal Reserve, FINRA Parallel 2024, National Financial Capability Study, put the figure at 46%, down from 53% just 3 years earlier, in 2021, and found that only 44% of adults could cover a $1,000 emergency, with Savings. FINRA Foundation releases 6th wave of the National Financial Capability Study. 44%, 1 in roughly every 2 adults. $1,000 emergency, not a job loss, not a crisis, and almost half the country can't absorb it in cash. That is the battlefield. Mistake 1 and 2. No emergency fund plus lifestyle inflation. Mistake 1. No emergency fund. Marcus thinks of emergency savings as money I'm not using. In reality, emergency savings is the foundation that prevents every other mistake from compounding. The data is unambiguous. Households with emergency savings are dramatically less likely to default on mortgages, miss rent, or take on high-interest debt. FINRA Foundation, Matola and Rosenberg 2013. The bank rate analysis of the Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances shows the median American holds just $8,000 in all transaction accounts combined. Bank rate, average savings account balance. That is the firewall. and the firewall is thinner than most people assume. Mistake 2. Lifestyle inflation. This is the most psychologically invisible mistake of all. Marcus gets a raise from $60,000 to $90,000, a 50% jump in income. He deserves the nicer place. The savings rate stays exactly the same. Numerically, the same percentage on $90,000 is $4,140. Only $1,380 more per year than on $60,000. If Marcus had instead locked his savings at the original dollar amount and invested the $1,380 difference annually at a 7% return, in 10 years, he would have an extra $19,067. And that money compounds into his 40s, his 50s, his retirement. This is the core insight of behavioral economist James Choi's research on consumption smoothing. Increases in income are absorbed into consumption almost one-for-one, unless consciously directed into savings. First Choi and others, cited in lifestyle inflation research, Fidelity, Investopedia. A raise can be a wealth event. Lifestyle inflation quietly turns it into a spending event. Mistake 3 and 4. High-interest debt plus subscription creep. Mistake 3. Carrying revolving credit card debt. This is the most mathematically expensive mistake in personal finance. The average April on U.S. credit card accounts assessed interest rose from 12.9% in 2013 to 22.8% by 2023 and has continued climbing to roughly 23.99% by late 2025 CFPB. Credit card interest rate margins at all-time high. Investopedia. Average credit card interest rate. Total revolving balances stand at $1.25 trillion. New York Fed quarterly report on household debt and credit. The average cardholder with a balance carries $6,659. Experian. State of credit cards 2025. Here is what that math actually looks like. If Marcus owes $5,000 on a card at 22.8% APRA and pays the minimum, just 2% of the balance, it takes 159 months. That's over 13 years. Total paid, approximately $15,916 for $5,000 borrowed. The credit card company didn't rob Marcus. Marcus agreed to the terms. The terms were the trap. Mistake #4. Subscription creep. The 2024 C+R Research Consumer Study found the average American household with subscriptions spends $219 per month across 8.2 active services, but estimates they only spend $86. The perception gap is 2.5 times C+R research via NGPF. How much does the average consumer spend per month on subscription services? That's $1,596 a year. The average household does not realize it is spending. The fix is banal. Audit them once a quarter. Marcus never did. Mistake 5 and 6. Leaving free money plus choosing the wrong account. Mistake 5. Foregoing the employer match. This is the only mistake that is, mathematically, a guaranteed loss. Vanguard's research shows roughly 87% of 401k plans, with more than 100 participants, offer an employer match. ICI/Vanguard analysis. Better match formulas for 401k plans. A typical 100% match up to 3% of salary is an instant 100% return on the contribution before the money is invested. Marcus, in a moment of cash flow tightness during years 2 and 3 at his job, opted out to save more flexibility. He forfeited about $15,000 in matched dollars over a decade. Free money declined. Mistake 6. Investing inside a high-fee wrapper. Marcus opened a brokerage account early in his career and was sold an actively managed mutual fund with a 1.0% expense ratio, a low-cost index fund tracking the same broad market charges, 0.2% or less. On the surface, that's 0.8% per year. Sounds harmless. Run the math. $100,000 invested over 30 years at a 7% gross return leaves Marcus with $563,079 in the high-fee fund versus $716,852 in the low-fee fund. A difference of $153,773 in real wealth over a working lifetime per Saxo Market's modeling of identical return portfolio. The Vanguard Investor Education page confirms. A fund with a 1% expense ratio will cost you $100 in the first year. But the real damage shows up in year 30. Vanguard Expense Ratio Education. Same stock market, same returns, different fee, half a paid-for house. Mistake 7, 8, 9 plus the hidden insight. Mistake 7. Confusing income with wealth. Marcus told people he made 6 figures. He believed it. Income is what passes through your hands. Wealth is what stays. The distinction is captured in a single data point. In 2024, the average Vanguard 401k participant had an account balance of $148,153, but the median was just $38,176. Vanguard. How America Saves 2025. The average earner who says they are investing aggressively is statistically a handful of high earners pulling the mean up. Most workers, the median, the genuinely typical case, are far behind. Income is the headline. Wealth is the actual story. Mistake 8. Neglecting tax advantage space. Marcus contributed to a taxable brokerage but ignored the Roth IRA, the HSA, and other tax-advantaged vehicles. Each dollar placed inside a Roth or traditional IRA grows tax-shielded for decades. The same dollar in a brokerage account loses roughly 37% of its growth to ordinary tax drag, depending on bracket and holding period. This is tax alpha, the simplest, highest leverage increase in net return available to a working-age investor. Mistake 9. Treating budgeting as punishment. Marcus tried budgeting twice and quit both times because he tracked every receipt and felt deprived. Real budgeting isn't restriction, it's visibility. The households that build wealth don't earn wildly more. They simply know where the money goes. The current personal saving rate of 2.7% B, July 2026, release confirms what behavioral economists have shown for decades. Defaults matter more than decisions. Thaler and Sunstein. Nudge. Referenced via FINRA Insights and Sequoia Financial. You don't beat the system by willpower. You beat the system by structure. Automatic transfers, automatic investing, automatic contributions. The hidden insight here is the thing nobody says out loud. Most of these 9 mistakes are not mistakes of intelligence. They are mistakes of defaults. The U.S. financial system makes it frictionlessly easy to spend auto-pay subscriptions, one-tap checkout, in-app purchases, and friction-laden to save. The TIA Institute GFLEC Personal Finance Index, in its 2026 10th anniversary edition, found Americans correctly answered only 47% of the index's 28 questions. The lowest result in the survey's history. TIA Institute 2026 PFIN Index. FINRA 2024 study found only 27% of U.S. adults correctly answered at least 5 of 7 basic financial knowledge questions. FINRA Foundation state-by-state findings. 2025 release. Interpretation clearly labeled. Marcus was not dumb. Marcus was systemically exposed. He is the median American, and the median American has hit this exact sequence of 9 traps because the traps are aligned with how modern life is structured. Evidence and why IT matters. Pull the data together. Total U.S. household debt, $18.8 trillion. NY Fed quarterly report. Average American debt excluding mortgage, $21,603. Experian 2025 Consumer Credit Review. Average U.S. personal saving rate 2024, 4.6% B. Median transaction account balance, $8,000. Bank rate via SCF. Now compare. In the 1970s, Americans saved more than 10% of disposable income, didn't have access to revolving credit at this scale, had fewer subscription services by a factor of 10, and didn't have the modern frictionless consumption infrastructure, BEA personal saving rate historical. Same nation, different outcome, not because Americans became worse people, because the environment changed and the playbook didn't. This is why it matters. The 9 mistakes do not require bad luck, bad parenting, or bad intelligence. They merely require doing nothing. And doing nothing is, by default, what the modern economy arranges for you to do. Lesson if you want a practical takeaway. Here is the one that compounds. 3 moves tonight. Move 1. Build a 1-month emergency buffer first. Not in principle. A checking account named Do Not Touch with $1,000 in it. The behavior of seeing it changes future decisions. Move 2. Capture every recurring dollar. Subscriptions, memberships, apps. Cancel what you don't use. The C+R research gap. $86 estimated vs. $219 actual is 1 audit away from closing. Move 3. Make 1 automatic transfer the day after each paycheck. Even $50, even $25. The Thaler-Sunstein behavioral research converges on this. Automatic enrollment is the single highest leverage intervention in personal finance. The Vanguard data shows auto-enrollment 401k plans now start the majority of new participants at 4% or higher. By default, not by choice. Vanguard, How America Saves 2025. 3 mechanical moves. They replace 9 psychological battles. Answering the opening question, we opened with 2 people earning the same $72,000 a year. The first one, let's call her Alina, automated her 401k to capture the full employer match in year 1, kept her lifestyle flat through 3 raises, used a 0.15% index fund, paid off her credit card balance every month, and trimmed $80 a month in unused subscriptions. Alina didn't earn more than Marcus. Alina didn't budget with religious discipline. Alina just didn't drift. 10 years in, Alina has roughly $148,000 in tax-advantaged retirement accounts, matching the Vanguard average, no revolving debt, and an emergency fund covering 6 months of expenses. Marcus has $1,800 in the bank and $7,400 in card debt. Same income, same decade, wildly different ending. The answer to this video's opening question, why do most people stay broke even when they earn more than ever, is not mysterious. It's mechanical. The 9 mistakes are not random. They are the predictable outputs of a system that rewards consumption and imposes friction on saving. They are the default path. Wealth is not the default path. Wealth is the deliberate path. The good news, deliberate is on the menu every single day. Starting tonight, if this changed how you think about your money, subscribe. Next week, we're showing how 3 of these mistakes, and 1 substitution per mistake, can compound into a 7-figure difference by age 65. See you then.